Why do so many data analysts feel that certifications are going to be the thing that gets them hired? If you think about this, it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, pretend for a second that you suddenly get this job and you're making $250,000 a year. But what would make that even better is if you were able to outsource that job to somebody else and you go hang out on the beach and that person's doing your work and you're making 250K a year. So to do this, let's say that you hire Bob, and Bob is going to be the person that is doing your job for you. But if Bob turns out to be not very good at his job, he's going to cause you a lot of headaches, and you're probably going to have to come in from off of the beach and solve a whole bunch of problems. This sounds pretty annoying and frustrating if you ask me. And even worse is what if Bob screws things up and he actually gets you fired from your job? And so now you're no longer making 250K. The question here is, who are you going to hire to do your job for you? And if Bob came to you and he just had some sort of analytics certification, would you really trust him to do your job that's paying you $250,000 a year? Would you trust him if his resume just said that he ran a few SQL queries and built a dashboard in the past? Would those things be enough to prove to you that Bob is a trustworthy person and he's the right person to do the job? Or would you still be a little bit nervous? On the other hand, let's say that Alice came to you and her resume says that she has a proven history of saving companies hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. Also, when Alice came to you, you tested her, you quizzed her, you made darn sure that she knew SQL because that's what you have to do on your job. This is exactly the type of thing that companies are thinking about and how they're thinking about your resume and how they're thinking about evaluating you. They aren't looking for someone with the certification because it's just a piece of paper. It doesn't prove that you can actually do the job. They're looking for some sort of verifiable proof that you can come into the job, that you can learn things quickly, and that you're not going to cause headaches or you're not going to cost the company a bunch of money along the way. With analytics certifications, there's no governing body, and it's generally a generic certification. It's not about a specific product that you're using. When it comes to you being a data analyst, it's not about the certification or that PDF or piece of paper. It's about gaining in-depth knowledge and applied knowledge that you can use on the job and that you can use to pass interviews. That's what employers care about. They want somebody that can come in and do the job and not just Google or Chat GPT their way through the job. So if you want to become an amazing data analyst, I've been in the field for 20 years, leading analytics at some of the biggest companies out there. I'd encourage you to check out the content in my bio. I've got a lot of free content out there, and for my paid content, it's anywhere from 2x to 10x cheaper than anybody else, and it's a hell of a lot more comprehensive. Plus, I'm not just some corporate company that's putting this stuff out. I actually do the work, and I've been doing the work for a really long time.